This afternoon, we want to announce an internal investigation which we are conducting into an in-custody death. Now, this incident first occurred on the 9th of this month, and basically it was in reference to an individual who was placed under arrest by the Oklahoma City Police Department at the 1800 block of Northwest 10th. This individual was originated from a call where people saw a person in the backyard of a neighbor. They thought maybe this person was trying to burglarize the house, therefore police were called. They gave the description of a black male in somebody's backyard. When the officer first arrived, she went into the yard and did find an individual who fit that description. This person was later identified as Lorez Rayfond Chambers, black male, 11/28 of 72. He was acting a little bit incoherent, as if he was under the influence of some type of intoxicant. He was making sexual gestures in the backyard, really being out of touch and inappropriate. The officer who was on the call was able to get him to stand up and walk over to the police car. At that point, when she attempted to place handcuffs on him, he was uncooperative and began resisting. At one point, he was taken to the ground, and a couple of construction workers came over to aid her, at which point he was handcuffed. Sometime last week, we went ahead and put information on Facebook trying to get the two Good Samaritans who assisted the officer to come forward, because we still don't have them identified. After they helped the officer, they basically left the scene. This individual was restrained and then taken to the Oklahoma County Jail to be booked in on the charges of resisting arrest, trespassing, and public intoxication. When he was at the jail, he was medically screened, just like any other inmate is screened before they're actually accepted into the jail. Now, the medical staff found some injuries that they felt needed to be treated by a hospital. Therefore, the individual was transported to an area hospital where he was ultimately admitted. We got information that yesterday at about 2 in the morning, this individual succumbed to injuries, and now it's being worked as an in-custody death. We don't know the exact cause of death. That's going to be determined by doctors in the medical examiner's office. But as far as we're concerned, we're going to do a thorough investigation into what occurred leading to his arrest, try to find out whether he was injured before the incident or during the incident, and try to determine what actually happened to this person. Keep in mind that it's quite possible that he was under the influence of some type of intoxicant, and that may have contributed, but at this point we just don't know. So there were 3 officers who were involved. The primary officer, who's Officer Kelsey Dunn, she has 3 years of service, and she was later assisted by 2 sergeants, Sergeant Robert Gallivan and Sergeant Justin Walters. They assisted in ultimately securing this individual and transporting him.